All right, let's now shift our attention to what is unfolding in Sri Lanka, where hundreds of Sri Lankan students clashed with the police in the suburbs of the capital city of Colombo. The protesters marched from the University of Kelaniya to Central Colombo, but the riot police in Sri Lanka decided to block their path and try and disperse them. The students then returned to the university campus, where they continued with their agitation. But also a number of student protesters were detained by the Sri Lankan police. They are part of the Inter-University Students' Federation. The union had earlier played a key role in countrywide protests that led to the ouster of the Rajapaksas. The protesters have condemned the government for arresting individuals involved in earlier demonstrations under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. They've also demanded for the repeal of the legislation.
එනිසා අපි කියන විශේෂයෙන්ම වසන්ත සිරිදම් මහමුදුරෝ වහාම නිදහස් කළ යුතුයි. ඒ වගේම ජනතාවට ආර්ථික සහන ලබා දිය යුතුයි. මේ සියලු දේවල් ඉටු වෙන තාක් අන්තර් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ශිෂ්‍ය බල මණ්ඩල විදිහට වගේම අන්තර් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ භික්ෂු බල මණ්ඩල විදිහට මේ රටේ සියලු ජනතාව එක්ක අපි සටන් කරනවා. ඉතිහාසයේ වගේම මහා පාරේ අරගලය තුලින් මේ සටන් ජයග්‍රහණය කරනවා කියන එක බොහොම ධෛර්යවත් මේරයිද කියනවා.
Now, the convener of the Inter-University Students' Union and also the convener of the Inter-University Buddhist Monks' Union have been under detention for 2 months under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Now, Sri Lanka is currently witnessing its biggest financial crisis since its independence. And earlier this year, former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and also the former Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa were bundled out after nationwide protests against their handling of the economy. And our correspondent Dasuni Athauda has been tracking this story very closely for us and has sent us this report from Colombo. Listen in.
The 8 protesters who were detained by the police yesterday are due to be produced in court this morning, while the protest situation at large is quite clear, where many of the student activists and those involved in the Inter-University Students' Federation feel it is unfair and unjust to have detained 2 key figures of their student movements for a period of more than 2 months under the Prevention of Terrorism Act, which in itself is a controversial bill here in the country and is subject to amendment in the future. Stay with WION as we track the latest developments. Reporting from Colombo, I'm Dasuni Athauda.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.